people start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
Tomorrow is Juneteenth. It's the holiday marking the moment some enslaved Americans first learned they were free more than 2 months after the Civil War ended. Indiana Landmarks is one of many places holding events. That's where we find Newsdate's Colin Bailey this morning. Colin, you say this year's theme is one that's resonating with many people.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, we're talking about resiliency here in Indiana, and also I have a great guest who's been here all morning long. Eunice, thanks for joining us. Talk about tomorrow's event. So obviously in person, sold out, but you can still participate online as well via Zoom. But kind of talk about some of the history here in Indiana.
Well, Indiana has a rich Black history full of resilience. We have documented over 90 Black settlements that were built by these Black communities prior to the Civil War. Lyles Station is an example. Roberts Settlement is an example. Lick Creek, Weaver, and Marion. These were all communities that were self-contained where African-American people were able to live and thrive. We also had Black Wall Streets here in Indiana. Of course, we all are familiar with the Indiana Avenue area being one of them, much like the Wall Street in Tulsa. Now, when we say Wall Street, we don't mean a financial district. We mean an area where there were entrepreneurship and other kinds of entities that, resulted in a thriving community, businesses, homes, hotels, you name it. So those are signs of the resilience we have had. Here's the issue, though, today. Do we have that resilience now? Can we survive against all odds? And we're living into some precarious times right now. So what does that look like when it means resilience here in 2025? I was joking with someone talking about resilience as an example being our home gardens. We used to grow food in our own backyards. Now, I'm not talking about in rural settings. I'm talking about in urban settings. We all had gardens. So these gardens help supplement the food for households. That's an evidence of resilience. People were independent entrepreneurs. I remember we had the ice man and the watermelon man, and, the fruit man and the vegetable man. These were all people who decided to take their destinies into their own hands and to survive and thrive against the odds.
So tomorrow is 6 o'clock. The event will start again. It is sold out here in person here at Indiana Landmarks. You can participate online via Zoom, and that begins as well at 6 p.m.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.